that crazy.
Not that crazy, but we're pretty close.
In certain ways, probably are that crazy, but not in that way.
Yeah, for sure. We crazy.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
Also, shout out to TTM for clothing us today.
Every day.
Every day.
All day, every day.
TTMlifestyle.com. Okay. How are you?
Oh, man, I am struggling.
How are you feeling? I know you got a headache, which sucks.
I've had a headache all week, and I have been so fatigued.
Yeah.
But negative COVID, negative flu, negative strep. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think
but there's this thing going around.
There is this thing going around, and it's negative for everything,
Mm-hmm.
but you just feel horrible for like weeks too, and you have like lingering symptoms, and some people's symptoms are not the same.
Yeah, Taylor has been dealing with something all week too, but his is different. Like his is coughing. He is coughing constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Fatigue, and like the first day or two he had a fever, but besides, like, that's it. No headache like me. The only similar thing we have is the fatigue.
Yeah.
But you got your first taste of the wrestling world, the youth wrestling world.
Shout out. That was insanity. If you've never been to a wrestling match, go. Like,
well, that was a tournament.
A tournament.
Matches are way chiller.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dove in deep with the tournament then.
Yeah, and I had to do that 2 days in a row.
I barely got through a few hours of it. It was fun while they were doing it. It's the waiting around for me.
I think that's
And
where I
you're
differ because I
uncomfortable.
coach. Like, I'm constantly just moving.
Yeah.
Because anytime we go to like one of the high school dual things and we have to like wait around, I'm like, this is terrible. Like, I really want to be
doing something.
Coaching, yeah, because when you do have to, it's exhausting, but for like no reason.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like being in the car for a long time.
Right. You're just uncomfortable. You're not at your peak comfort. I do really appreciate the food that was there. Like, it took me back to my high school color guard days. Go into the concession stands and all the stuff that's there.
Yeah. That's funny.
That is cool. But
I
you brought
just
snacks.
pack a shitload of stuff.
I know.
Because my kids
That's the smarter way.
My kids would easily spend $100 at the concession stand. And plus, because it is wrestling season, I'm really particular
about what they're eating.
Like the health aspect. Like, I want them to stay hydrated, and that's why like we live for pickles and Uncrustables. We need to do like a reel of like
what you pack,
all the stuff that I pack
for wrestling.
Biggest tip ever, especially if you have an older wrestler that's like cutting weight or maintaining a weight class. Starburst jelly beans. It's like a solid kick of sugar, but they're super light, so it doesn't like weigh them down or like make them feel like crap. But yeah, we should do like a reel.
A hack.
Yeah.
There you go.
But no, I have to pack all the snacks. One for my daughter, snacks.
That's her nickname.
But
I have got to get their Christmas present to them.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
Like, it's February.
My Christmas tree's still up, so.
Oh, I took it down this week. I did a TikTok on it.
I was supposed to take mine down yesterday. Dying. Couldn't.
You got a computer for Christmas and you're still using your old one. That's
true.
I wish y'all could see her phone. It's not the phone, it's the phone screen. That's what she always tells me.
If I took it off, it would be smooth.
But take it off. Why does that not bother you? It bothers me.
I don't know. I'm just kind of used to it. That's Old Faithful right here.
Old Faithful. What number is that? Mine's the 14.
The 12 mini. But they don't make minis anymore, so I'm holding on to this girl. Okay. Well, guess what?
What?
The high school team, Bentley's high school team, won their region duels.
Shout out.
For the first time in school history.
Really?
So last year they got second at the region.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to get first or second to qualify for the state duels. So they got second, went to the state duels, won the state championship for the first time in school history. That's the first time they had ever been to the state tournament duels, and won it. Last weekend, they won the region dual championship, first time in school history.
Nice.
So they're going back to the state this weekend.
Go Benny.
Go team.
Yeah, go team. That's exciting.
I know. Very excited.
That'll be fun.
It's going to be fun. If y'all get bored on Saturday and feel like driving up to Franklin, come on, because it's a blast.
I have
so much fun.
a baby shower on Saturday, and I have got to go. Okay, this is a hack. I'm talking about hacks. I have a Cricut. Go to the thrift shops.
Do they have vinyl and stuff?
No. I have vinyl and stuff.
Oh, for shirts and
for
stuff?
Onesies. It is a cheap, genius way to look like you put a lot of effort into something when you really probably didn't.
That's a good idea.
So that's what I've got to do sometime before Saturday. And then
I'll send you the link. You can watch it on Facebook Live.
What?
The duels.
Oh, okay,
yeah. We go live on Facebook.
That's nice. So you can watch it from wherever. That's dope.
It's so like the kids club and stuff can watch it at home. But a lot of the kids club kids, the ones that I coach, like pre-K through 8th grade, they like come and watch and like fill the stands full of all the little kids that like think the high schoolers hung the moon, you know.
Oh, I got you. Cool. That's cool. That is cool.
So what do you have Sunday?
Brandy's 30th birthday.
Oh yeah.
Shout out.
Surprise, right?
Surprise, yeah. Luckily this comes out on Monday.
Canvases. That's so sweet. She's gonna love those. I don't know her well, but I like no way she doesn't love them.
Oh yeah, she's gonna love them. Another cheap way I went to the dollar store yesterday, bought 3 canvases. I already had tons of paint, so that wasn't an issue. Went over to her house, used tape, wrote their initials, and let them paint. And
that's super cool.
I'm gonna wrap them individually, and then I got some birthday candles and the big 3 and a big 0.
You're such a good friend.
And then Jake's making the cake.
Of course.
Because he's the cook. It's so cute. It's in the shape of a heart.
Don't know.
Jake's the best cook.
Except for me.
I mean,
we should have a cooking contest.
Ooh, yes.
Only because we're both really good and we can make different stuff and everyone has a good time because you eat good food.
And we could film it. It could be like a legit cooking show.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be fun.
That would be awesome.
Oh, but
I'm
anyway.
already excited for family vacation this year.
Oh, dude.
I cannot wait.
And now I don't have too much time me down to get off for a week, you know?
Yeah, and we could even go like a couple days early and record a case down there again. Except for I'll probably have to come back for golf again.
You're not. We're not.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Because it's the biggest junior golf thing in Tennessee.
Can't you schedule it around that so you don't have to do that?
No.
Why?
Because then we would have to schedule it around baseball and softball, and that's even more difficult.
Well, with our new calendars we just wrote out, hopefully we can.
I'm going to need you to email the people that run these organizations and be like, can we pick a different week?
I will do that for you if you can stay the whole time.
No, it'll
Have
be
you
fun.
ever stayed the whole time?
Yeah, this last year, Bentley actually made it to that final round the year before or 2 years before, and we didn't go. And he like regretted it ever since. We told him he could, but he was like, no, I just want to go on vacation. So we didn't go, and then it was like ever since then he was like, that's a terrible decision. That's a terrible, but live and learn.
He loves it, yeah. So. Live and learn, exactly. All right, let's get into this case.
Let's go. So, Marsha Ellen Rader Brantley. My ex-boyfriend's mom's maiden name was Rader, but it was spelled differently. Marsha was born on February 28th, 1959, and she was raised in Illinois as an only child to two loving parents. She was an advocate for animals. Yay. So are we.
Yeah.
She loved her dogs. Yay. So do we.
Yeah.
Especially her, what do you call it?
Dachshund.
Dachshund? Like the wiener dogs?
Some people pronounce it dachshund. And it doesn't look like how it's spelled. But a lot of people call them wiener dogs. It's the long dogs. I grew up with them.
My whole life, like until I was a grown-up, anytime somebody said Dachshund, I thought they were saying Datsun, like the truck.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? And I'm like, wait, so is it a dog or is it a truck?
Yeah, that's funny.
Anyway, she was a big advocate for animals. She loved her dogs and especially her weenie dog, Barney.
I love that. My first weenie dog was named Opie from Andy Griffith's show.
I love that.
Love it.
One of my best friends growing up, her cat, our whole life, his name was Barney. Um, and then there's Bonnie. But also, I watched Barney, the show, I swear, till I was like 14.
That's
Like, I
ridiculous.
would watch it now. I loved Barney.
Really?
I don't know why.
Me and my dad used to sing that song to each other. It was
I
really
like
cute.
the Barney campfire sing along. I remember the VHS tape was
Yes.
white with pink writing on it.
Nice.
Yep. Fun facts. If y'all were wondering. Okay, well, Marsha ended up in Cleveland, Tennessee, which is literally,
Up the road.
yes, like I'm there 4 times a week. Um, at Lee University, and she worked there as the director of housing. And at 64, she had retired from that job. She was also a writer, and she had started a writing club called Thunder Rock Writing Group. There's a Thunder Rock Wrestling Club.
There you go.
Um,
There wasn't a lot of information on her
before
before.
life, yeah,
Yeah.
like not before life, but early years or early life.
Yeah. But she seemed like a cool girl. I would be friends with her.
Yeah, I feel like anyone that starts a writing club is awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
It's
really
really
cool.
cool.
So in 2000, Marsha meets a man named Donnie, and they met on an online dating site, which was not common for the area.
Also, not in the year 2000. Were they on like AOL chat room?
Probably. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to do some
Did
research.
Match.com have a website on AOL?
eHarmony, Christians Mingle. I don't know.
I swear, in the year 2000, like it was AOL. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I found out.
I'm
Also,
about to Google it.
if you want to hear more about this case, it is featured on 48 Hours. So watch it. It's really good. It's
Interesting.
very good. So they meet online. Weird because, you know, Cleveland's a more small town. 24 years ago, I mean, it was smaller than it is now. There's like 3 exits now. There's
Yeah,
more stuff.
I'll be honest. I think you'd be shocked though at how big Cleveland is. Because you have to think
24 years ago?
yeah, like um, you've got Bradley, Walker Valley, Cleveland, Lake Forest, Ocoee. Like that's a large number of people to have that many schools. Like even
Yeah,
Ottawa doesn't have that many schools.
that's true, I guess. Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
it's a for people that are from here, it is one of the large
Larger towns.
outskirt cities
Yeah.
from Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Like
It's a big town.
I'm about to look up the population too. Yeah.
Okay, the year was 2000. So they met on a dating site. The two quickly married and became a blended family because Donnie had a teenage daughter named Elisa. I think that's Elisa.
eHarmony and Match.com.
eHarmony, they probably met
Those
on
were the
eHarmony or
only two,
Match.
eHarmony and Match.com,
That's funny.
per a quick Google search.
Thank you, Google. So Marsha and her father, they actually built the house in Cleveland together. Like they built this house together, and Donnie and Marsha were gonna eventually move into it as newlyweds and start their life together. Even though her parents still lived in Illinois, the relationship between them was very strong. She was an only child. They were each other's world.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of an only child, and I get that vibe from my mom. Because I am
Get
her
that
only child.
vibe?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not you're not a bad only child.
What?
You're not the bad kind of only child.
No, but I don't think she is either. But I think it's a good thing.
Okay. Let's see. You said her name was Elisa?
Mm.
Eliza.
Eliza? Elisa.
I think it's probably Eliza,
Okay.
even though it's not with a Z. And also real quick,
She's really pretty.
going to Google population of Cleveland, Tennessee. There we go.
What is it now?
In 2021, about 370,000 people.
Okay. Look it up in 2000.
Um,
370.
and then in Bradley County by itself, not Cleveland City, Bradley County, 111,000 people.
So almost 500,000.
So in 2024 or 2000,
Mm-hmm.
year 2000, uh, I hope it was more.
More people live there? Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of surprising.
Like 100,000 more.
Well, I mean, you got to think about the area. There's M&M Mars, all the manufacturing
Pepsi.
opportunities, Pepsi. Um, I don't know. There's lots of work opportunities in
Back then, probably
Cleveland.
farming was still.
Big thing.
Hmm. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
Cleveland's not that. It's not big, but it's definitely not small. Um, so by late 2008, which is when Bentley was born,
Mm.
friends and family were worried that Marsha and Donnie's marriage was in trouble. Marsha had battled depression and anxiety. Same. She couldn't even get off the couch. Been there.
Done that.
Neighbors remember seeing Marsha in the summer of 2009, but they did remember that it was odd not seeing her, I guess, all the time. Like she wasn't walking her dogs and stuff like she normally did.
Mm-hmm.
And she was for sure like an outdoorsy person. Like she liked to be outside, liked to do outdoor activities. So I think when people in the community and especially the neighborhood like weren't seeing her as often, it was a red flag.
Red flag.
And of course, in small towns, people do talk, and rumors. Obvious, big towns, small towns, it don't matter. Rumors get going,
Mm-hmm.
and so obviously, there were rumors swirling around about Marsha, and um, because no one had seen her, everyone was kind of questioning and looking at Donnie.
Mm-hmm. Because you always look at the spouse. So
Yes.
don't ever kill your spouse.
Nope.
Can't believe I have to say that.
Right.
It's ridiculous. Um, so when Kelly DeLude realized that Marsha had not been in the salon for a while, she called Donnie. Now Kelly DeLude is her hairstylist, which I love.
Therapist.
AKA therapist. I literally tell my hairstylist every time I see her, I come to you for the haircut, but I get the therapy session for free. And that's
Mm-hmm.
why I love it. There's just like someone always constant in your life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hairdressers really mean a lot. Shout out.
They know all the tea.
Oh, they have all the tea and they want to hear it as much as you want to share it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. I love that.
Yep.
So Kelly is actually going to put her input into this case before it's over. So keep watching or listening because we're going to interview her. But she's a hairstylist, so her
She
hours are a little weird.
wonky, yeah.
Yeah.
Even though ours are too.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I'm in bed at like 9 o'clock every night, and you're up till 1 a.m.
Yep.
Yeah,
Every night.
this is how we do it. I always wake up to a message to you, and you probably always wake up to a message from me
Yeah. It's like I send it to you a couple hours
overnight.
after you go to bed.
Yep.
And then when I get up, it's probably an hour or two after you get up.
Uh-huh.
So I get it. Then it's this.
Yep.
It's kind of a cool cycle,
It is.
actually. It works.
I always know I've got a message from Mace in the morning. So Kelly obviously knew, like, she was avid about coming in and getting her hair done. And she was like, well, that's weird. Where is Marsha? So she actually ended up confronting Donnie, and he said that she had left him and they were divorcing. Just out of the blue. Not really out of the blue. There's always going to be trouble in marriages, but
Yeah, of course. I do find it weird though that like she's like, "Hey, where's my friend?"
mm-hmm.
And he's like, "We're getting a divorce." Or I mean, maybe he was like, I'm not sure. Like, we have separated, we're
Yeah.
getting a divorce, but you would think you would have a little bit more information than that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they were getting a divorce.
Maybe. I don't know.
So in 2009, the TBI began investigating. Donnie Brantley later told authorities that Marsha Brantley had voluntarily left them. I'm assuming by them he means the dogs.
And his daughter.
Okay,
Girl ain't leaving her dogs.
obviously the daughter is her stepdaughter, so she can't really take her with her. But I'm telling you right now, I am not. If something happened in my marriage, those dogs are coming with me.
I'm taking the damn dog.
There's no if, ands, or fucking buts about it.
I know.
I know
I'm
they are
taking the
coming with
dogs.
me. And honestly, Taylor would be like, take
Bye.
them. So he said that she had voluntarily left them, but a search of her home determined that her car, her cell phone, her clothes, and a lot of other of her valuable belongings had been left. Red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Investigators determined from cell phone records that Brantley most likely disappeared around June 2nd of 2009, possibly as late as July.
That's so
That's
sad.
wild. It's wild. It is very sad. In 2011, the Bradley County Sheriff's Office became involved, and in November of 2012, the Brantleys' home was searched again, this time with cadaver dogs, which are the dogs that search for bodies, um, decomposition. They're trained to like smell.
And to think that woman and her father built that house.
Yep. It's
Ugh.
terrible. Hmm.
I
So
couldn't figure out if they found anything there. I'm assuming not because of
nothing
the
was,
net.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, in November of 2012, it was searched with the dogs. Then in July of 2013, a grand jury indicted Donnie Brantley for the murder of his wife. In August of 2013, so 1 month later, Donnie Brantley was arrested and charged with murder. The charges were dismissed in May of 2014 due to lack of evidence. And then in October of 2016, Brantley was again arrested in Kingston, Georgia. He was charged for the murder. In December of 2016, the charges were dropped again in February of 2018 due to lack of evidence.
That's so sad.
It is very sad. And not saying he had anything to do with it, but how is there not more information? This was in 2000. Like, there were cell phones, there were security cams, we're not talking like this was the 70s,
Mhm.
you know? Like,
And there's like no negative background on him.
right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even if it wasn't him, like, let's just say he had nothing to do with it and that they were getting a divorce and they had separated. Number one, I do not believe that if they were separated, she would have moved out of the house that her and her father built.
I know, right? She would have told him to get out.
Yes. Number two, let's just say that she was like, you know what, I've got a couple people I know I could stay with
Mhm.
for the time being
Mhm.
because she's not trying to put him out, type
Right.
of thing. He should have more information as to where she was, who she was with, who she might have been staying with. Just like,
And the fact that her car is there and like her clothes and stuff.
right. So what, why, number one, what does he know? Number two,
Yeah. He pled the fifth over 100 times during his many trials.
yeah.
Pled the fifth. That's just screaming guilty to me. I don't know. I mean, I get it. There's tons of laws where you
Wait, so
can't.
they put him on the stand?
They asked him questions. There's video of that. It's wild.
I wonder if no, so they didn't put him on stand for trial. They put him on stand for it to go to trial.
Okay. The pre stuff?
Yeah, because every time it was dismissed because of lack of evidence.
Yeah.
So the judge had to have said,
There's nothing here.
you cannot try this man because you can't prove that you have a case.
Yeah.
So, but still pleading the fifth, like, I guess honestly that's kind of typical for pretrial hearings, is for defendants to plead the fifth.
I guess.
Because you do not want to give them any ammunition.
Right.
Where is the evidence? Like, she did not just disappear and...
Right. My only theory, if he didn't do it, or I'm not saying he did do it because I just don't have. There's not enough evidence to back up that. But
it is
the only
sketchy.
It is. There's some red flags there for sure. The only other thing that sticks out in my mind is if she really was depressed and her marriage was coming to an end, did she go somewhere and unalive herself? She loved to be outside.
And maybe he knew that. Was this a life insurance thing?
I don't know.
Because if you unalive yourself, life insurance is null and void.
But is it messier to go through that or to go through someone being missing and never being found? So I don't think so, but or maybe he found her somewhere and just didn't freaked out and did something. I don't know. But I feel like her dogs, well, I don't know. She didn't want her dogs just loose while she was
Yeah, she wouldn't have wanted that.
I
wouldn't have. I would have like dropped my dogs off. I would never do that, but I would like
leave
drop
your dogs
them off
at home
where they're gonna be cared for.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't know.
But I don't think there's enough evidence to back that up. Yes, she was depressed. Yes, she had days like that. But we both have days like that, and we're not suicidal. And if you are, 988, that is the suicide hotline. I saw the cutest bumper sticker, and it said, "You matter," and 988, the suicide prevention hotline. You matter. You matter.
You do matter.
You matter.
You matter a lot.
So if you have any information on the case, call Bradley County, TBI, me. Yeah.
Call Expire.
Call us. DM us.
I'm very interested to see what her hair stylist has to say, or hairdresser has to say.
I am too.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Because she's got some theories.
Yeah.
She's got what she thinks happened.
Yeah. And she probably, the hairdresser
She probably knows best. Yeah, that's facts.
Shout out to our hairdressers.
Yes. Morgan Mason, you're my hero.
And Carly. I can't remember her last name right now. At Girlfriends in Eastridge on Ringgold Road. She's the best. She's my girlie. She's so cute. I love her so much. I think she's pregnant, by the way.
Really?
I should get my hair cut before she goes on maternity leave. I don't know, though, because she's not big on, posting.
Yeah.
But I did see she was at a wedding, and I was like... And she has one boy already. His name's Barrett, but they call him Bear.
I love that.
So cute.
Bear. I call Mav Mavi Bear.
Mavi.
Or Shuggy Bear. Because he's a shithead. He's sugar and spice.
He's Taz.
He's Donnie Thornberry. That's who he is.
Y'all should go as that one year.
I've thought about it.
That'd be so cute. We were talking about cartoons.
I know what we're going to be next year already.
Oh, okay. We got to stop recording now so you can tell me that. Thanks for listening to the Expired Podcast. New episodes every Monday. Like, share, leave us a review wherever you're listening. Tell us what we did wrong. Tell us what we did right.
Yep. If you're going to be an asshole, be a funny one.
And don't do meth.
And take care of each other.
Take care of each other. Thanks for listening. This is the Expired Podcast.
Bye.
Beautiful. We stayed on. I made sure of it.